Such a good girl. How's it going, guys? Brian from Apex Detail. It's hard to count how many times I've been asked to do a video on how to start a business, grow a business, and keep a business successful. And I've never been into the chest pounding, self-promoting videos, so I kind of stayed away from that and just kept to how-tos and demonstrations and showcases. And then recently I came across a couple videos where there were some young individuals, didn't have a pot to piss in. You can tell, I mean, so young, how long have they been doing this? And they were doing videos trying to tell me how to do that exact thing. All right, guys, you got me. I will do a video today on how I would recommend and what worked for me starting, growing a business, and staying successful. I hate wasting your time, so let's get this started. Before we do, all you have to do to gauge whether a person should be telling you how to do anything is look at their surroundings. You've seen the progression of the shops. My home has been in the videos, my toys. I'm not rich in any manner, but I am relentless. There is no such word in my vocabulary as failure, and I'm going to walk you through the process. It's probably going to be a long, tedious video today. Let's get it started. By the way, guys, I'm getting older. The shop manager is getting older. Why take that information with us when we can share it for free? All you have to do is press the like button on the video and maybe comment if you feel like it, and leave the rest up to the shop manager and myself. Let's get started. So the very first thing you want to do before detailing your first car, if we're using detailing here as an example for that business, is to register and insure that business, get your EIN number, and find a home base. What I did, I didn't start out with a fixed location. I started out mobile. It keeps the overhead low. I just had a small vehicle, and I started out simple with simple tools and took with me very little, the least amount of product and equipment that I needed to get the job done. So start out, and you want your business to be legal and insured. And most of the time, it's going to be starting out just with yourself with no employees. Okay, let's move to the whiteboard here. And I dimmed some of the lights so there's not a glare. I hope you can see this. But the first thing you want to do digitally for your business is create a website. Excuse the handwriting, I'm kind of doing this on an angle, but consider this the hub of all of your activity for your business. And you can create this on a budget to get started for free using Wix. It's free because they put their own ads on there. You eventually want to graduate onto something a bit more professional. You can have somebody that is a professional designer do it for you for a fee. It's going to be expensive, but Google can read it quicker, it'll be cleaner, you'll be found probably a lot quicker and won't be buried. But to get started, you can do a Wix website. This is going to be the hub of your activity, and we're going to end up drawing a wheel here, and the first spoke will be to your Google business listing. Put time into these, both of these, because these two are going to be important as to how your business is found. This one and this one here are going to be how your business is found through a search. When somebody searches for your business on Google, you may want to look into Yelp, and you may want to look into Bing, and you probably know more than I do how many search listing platforms there are. But this is going to be very important, the first two things that you do. Put time into it, get a lot of images and videos uploaded onto both your site and your Google business listing. And in great detail, you want to you want to list all of your services for people to see. Once you have these two established, what I did next was I created a YouTube channel. And you don't want to worry about subscribers, you don't want to worry about views, you don't want to worry about becoming a YouTuber. You want to use this as a tool for showing off the quality of your work and getting your work out there to the public. And I also use this as a tool when a customer shows up and they want to know what type of services I have and what we all can accomplish. I will send them a link to the YouTube video to their phone. They can go home, watch videos, and use it to educate themselves to a package they might be interested in and what we do here. And hey, if the YouTube channel takes off for whatever reason, that is only a bonus. So you're going to see, we're going to start filling out these spokes of your wheel here. And let's say this spoke here is going to be Facebook. You want to create a Facebook page, and you can create a Facebook business page. I use both of them for business, personal and the business. And you upload pictures and video on a regular basis. I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but I get to a point where I can spend a lot of time on this during the day, and I feed all of these cogs of the wheel here and keep them happy and keep the algorithms happy, so people can find the business and see what we do and see what we have to offer. Besides Facebook, let me come over here. You can do Instagram. Instagram for pictures, and they now allow short form video. Everything allows for short form video nowadays. You can go TikTok, and you name it. Any social media platform that you can find and you're comfortable with. We have now filled out the spoke of the wheel, and these all, because they have links that go back to the website, feed each other and feed that website, and that's how you really get things going. I'm not crazy into SEO. I'm crazy into content creation for the wheel here, which feed my website, and that keeps us crazy busy. There are many ways to go about SEO, and you can spend money on ads, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can spend ads with Google. And you're going to want to pinpoint your ads to areas that you want your customers to come from, so that can really go down a rabbit hole and get involved. I'll let you get into that. But this is the basics right here. This is how to get started and get a flow of information out to bring customers in. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions on that, that's what the comment section is for. Okay, good friends, it's time to put your Yingling logger down and get some footwork in. When I first started, the yard signs were tolerable to a certain point, and I put them everywhere. I ordered a whole bunch, hundreds of them. I put them everywhere. That did get me in trouble in some townships, because there are some ordinances where you can put your yard signs, how close they can be to the road, where they can be. So I had to go out and adjust some here and there, but you know, it got the job done. It brought attention to the business. I did get a few calls from that. I also took cards and dropped them everywhere. Where I went to the store, where I went to the pharmacy, everywhere I went, I left some cards behind and spread them out for people to see. Sometimes I would go to the car shows. Most times you go to the car shows and Cars and Coffees, they already have a detailer that they're attached to, so you don't gain too much from that. You could be creative as to where you leave your signature behind. And you don't want to annoy people either. I have some notes over here. There's some other little things that I did. Oh, okay. So besides leaving yard signs and cards in the businesses that you patron, I visit businesses and go in and talk to owners and the staff and employees in the front office, because most of the time their cars are out front and they have some nice cars lined up. Mercedes, BMW, you name it. You know what I'm talking about. And you can go in there and do a little of soliciting and get your name out there. Be courteous and quick. Don't take up their time and be annoying where they're rubbed the wrong way. Just go in. Hey, my name's Brian. I'm new to the neighborhood. I just wanted to leave some cards here and let you know we have some services you may be interested in. I got a lot of business that way. Another way you could do is you can visit used car lots. They're going to get trade-ins. They're going to get a lot of mommy van trade-ins. And what I mean by that, their trade-ins are going to need a lot of work with the interior. And they'll normally have you wash it, decon it, put a wax on it, but give a deep clean in the interior. And you can use that to start to fill out your calendar. So we're just starting out here. We're just getting things going. We're getting people to visit us. We're meeting people in our neighborhood, in our community, in our area. We're forming connections with businesses, and we're getting things going here. The next step, you can visit dealerships. Dealerships get nicer cars than the used car lots traded in. They're a little bit less work, and you can fill out your calendar with the used car lots and the dealership cars. These are jobs that I use to fill the calendar but flush out eventually because they can be a little taxing. The dealerships will always want to work on you for your price and get it cheaper and cheaper. And if you do find one that doesn't give you a hassle and pays you in a timely manner, you may want to hold on to them. But I eventually flushed them out of the system once I filled up my calendar and brought in some currency and started to jump to the next step. And that is a great way to get things going. Do a little bit of legwork. Guys, when you're starting out your detailing business, start out simple. Start out with just washes and waxes or a wash and a quick interior. And that will help you to concentrate on bringing in business and getting things started without really giving yourself overload. And those simple services are services that are kind of needed the most. Somebody's going to come for a wash and a wax a lot more often than they will PPF and a coating. So it's a great way to get started and bring in volume. Keep it simple so it also keeps your overhead down. If you have it simple, you don't have to collect a ton of product and tools. But you eventually want to slowly build those up as your income increases. You have disposable income. The first couple of years, I just rolled the money right back into the business so it can grow. And that's very, very important. Eventually, you do want to hire. And we're going to get into employees in the next segment. But hiring, once you get a calendar that's starting to fill out, it's very important. So you can start to graduate from working for your business to working on your business. And I'm going to get into that. That's going to free you up. An employee, 2 employees, 3 employees are going to free you up so you can work on your business so it can grow. Yes, an employee will never do things the way you do. That's something you will have to adjust to. You can train them. You can train them the best that you can. And sometimes you still won't get the results that you're used to doing it yourself. You kind of have to morph into accepting that and moving on and continuing and just doing quality control checks with their work and make sure it leaves with the level of quality that you're used to and your customers are used to. But your employees will never do it and have the same amount of care as you do. Some do, some will eventually. It takes a little bit of time. Guys, before we get into employees, I also want to hand out a tip. You're now at the point where you're starting to fill out your calendar. Maybe you have employees for you by now, maybe you don't, but you want to, once your calendar starts to fill out, you want to start to grow and you want to start to evolve. And to do that, you need to step out of your comfort zone. So you've now been doing simple packages and you're comfortable with that and you can go to work and go through the motions without even thinking about it. That's where you need to step out of your comfort zone and start moving to a more elaborate service to add to your business. Now, paint correction. You're not comfortable with paint correction, are you? You've never done it before. You're afraid of polishing through the clear coat. I have a ton of videos that will help you learn paint correction, from wet sanding to polishing using a rotary, a dual action polisher. And once you pick up and start filling out your calendar with paint correction jobs, which get a higher pay for you and more income for your business, you can flush out then some of the smaller stuff. Maybe keep offering them every once in a while, but you can flush out a majority of that work and bring in some of this work. A gradual progression of your business. Step out of your comfort zone. Once you get used to that, and if you start to feel like you're going through the motions with paint correction, start offering coatings and film, paint protection film, and just keep progressing. Keep adding on to your service. Keep evolving. Maybe add powder coating. There are many ways to expand your business, many avenues to venture through and explore once you have your business started and you're starting to grow and evolve. So a quick tip, again, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Okay guys, let's now start to talk about employees. And I went down the avenue rather quickly the first time when I first started the business, and it got to be a bit of a disaster for the first few times that I tried to incorporate employees into what I'm doing. At first I was not happy with the quality of work. They weren't matching my quality of work, and that just meant that I wasn't training them correctly. So I adjusted that. The second thing that really got to me was training them and getting them to a point where I finally did feel comfortable with their work and how they were performing. And then they would go out and want to start something on their own. And I was nothing but supportive with that. I understood, you know, you want to start your own business and have the same dreams and aspirations as that I had, so I supported them. Sometimes I gave them product and equipment and helped them, even sent them customers to get them going. But eventually you want to get a crew in that works for you that is high quality, highly educated, highly motivated, which is hard to find, and a crew that takes your training and soaks it in like a sponge, so you can train them and certify them. I have about $15,000 worth of certifications and training into each one of my employees, besides what I have taught them. I wanted my employees to have more of a perspective than just myself and one or two other trainers. So I trained them, and I sent them to 3 other trainers so they could pick up the best habits from those 3 and hopefully leave their bad habits behind. And I hope you know what I'm getting at with that. I hope that makes sense. But then after you have them trained and you have all of that time and money invested into your employees, you want them to be there. So this is what you do. You make them partner. You make them a small percentage partner, and if they hang around, that percentage can grow. 1% to 2%, it's completely up to you. But if they are a partner, they're going to stick around. They're going to want that bonus check at the end of the year. And it gives you a peace of mind that you're going to have employees that can stick around, and you can then concentrate, again, on working on your business instead of for your business. So besides making them a partner, you want to give them incentive, and you want to keep them hungry and motivated. So you can give them sales perks when a customer walks in, so they can learn to communicate with your customer and learn sales and help the business grow with you. And give them bonuses for sales and other bonuses for motivation throughout the week. And it goes a long, long way. Those are the best tips that I can give you when it comes to employees. I love the employees I have now, and they're going to be around for quite some time, and I take care of them. You need to take care of them. You need to insure them, give them health insurance, all the benefits that you possibly can. And they're supporting a family with what they make from busting their hump for you. So take care of them as they are taking care of you, and take care of their families. It becomes one big happy family. Yeah, things happen here and there. There's miscommunications, but that's the way you handle it, in my opinion. Another thing you want to do for your employees is to help them be responsible with what they make from you, and to help them grow as well, so everybody grows and evolves. Bring in somebody from the local bank so they can help invest, maybe start a Roth or SEP IRA. Match what they invest as much as you can anyway, and help them mature and grow with you, and you will all be very, very happy. You now have a well-oiled machine, your business, and it should be by now. So what you want to keep working on is, for now, your employees to really get comfortable with communication and sales to your customer. I could really go down the rabbit hole when it comes to communication and sales with a customer. When a customer is pulling in that driveway, your sales hat should already be on, and you should be thinking about what you are introducing to them as a service from your business to solve a problem. They are coming to you because they have a problem. They have a problem they want to solve. You are going to solve it for them, and you need to lay out exactly how you are going to do that and introduce them to a package. Everyone in your business, you and your employees, should be able to do that without breaking stride. So that's very important. Guys, you are now rocking and rolling, and you are bringing in high volume work, high quality work, sports cars, supercars. Never, ever take for granted the daily driver. We love those customers. Our daily drivers are bread and butter. We do get a lot of sports cars and supercars, but we love our daily drivers to work on. So one thing you want to do when you have things rolling is to continue to pump out quality, and I mean extreme high quality work that cannot be matched by surrounding shops in your area. And that's very important to continue to keep your business fed and keep the customers rolling in. Return work. That is when your customers are happy with your work with the first car and they are bringing you multiple cars, and you can take care of them one way or another. You can give them a discount for the following vehicles. You just need to take care of them in every way. We make them here feel special compared to how others treat them in any other business. From rides home in a luxury car to a rental car to deliveries, delivering their car, picking their car up. We do pre-delivery inspections where we meet them at the dealership and help them while they're distracted by the salesman to look over the vehicle and make sure they're getting what they purchased. Let's continue. And guys, I'm changing angles because I can't just sit in one spot and talk to you for an hour and a half. I want to keep it moving around. I want to give you fresh angles and perspective and keep things fresh. To begin with, you want to automate your business once you have things rolling. And what do I mean by that? There are many programs you could take advantage of, AI or Urable for your scheduling and your billing, and create a network that can free you up even more. Again, the goal is always to free you up more so you can work more on your business to help it grow and evolve instead of being a slave for your business. It's the most important thing I can get across. I've mentioned it many times today, but it needs to be drilled in. And let's move on to customer communication. I can really make a separate video for that because you want to talk to them until they are completely educated and satisfied and are walking out the door, completely satisfied that they have the information to make a wise choice on one of your services. And to be completely honest, if somebody takes the time to stop into your business, they're looking to solve a problem and you don't have them scheduled with a down payment, I would consider that a complete failure. If somebody walks out of the business without being scheduled. Somebody that calls is also looking for an appointment, a service, something that you can solve for them, somebody that sends you an email. And if communications stop with that person or that potential customer without a scheduled appointment in the books with a down payment, I consider that a complete failure, and that's all on me. Sales communication, I can do a video dedicated just for that. That really you can really go down the rabbit hole with that. That is a little bit of an art and a skill. Some people are born with it. Some have to train themselves. I was never comfortable with that part of it with communication. It eventually became second nature, and I started to enjoy it. So hopefully you will too. Word of mouth, because of your high quality work, is free, and it is a huge part of our return customer volume. So the high quality work, don't send the vehicle without some sort of a quality control section of your business, whether it's you as the owner before the car goes out, or whether it's someone different than the employee working on it to come in and take a look at it with a fresh set of eyes and a new perspective to do quality control for the car before it leaves. That will give you a lot of free business in word of mouth. Hope that makes sense. And when it comes to what you're putting into content to upload, this is going to be another very important part of this process. Twice a day, I will take time to get pictures of everything we're working on. I will get footage of everything we're working on, and then I will come up with footage to capture, to upload. I will upload twice a day to every single platform on social media, my business page on Google and my web page, and I will do updates, and I will do specials, and I will keep that algorithm jumping on sending people my way. We have customers up and down the East Coast. We're in Pennsylvania. We have customers in Massachusetts. We have customers in Florida and in between. I'm going to say that's about 50% of our work is from out of town and out of our area. And then I can consider trying to pinpoint where my ad goes to bring in more local work if I wanted to. I like the balance of having customers locally and long distance that come in for services. Let's see. Relentless. Okay, I wrote this word down and I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, and I think it's very important to jump into this with 2 feet, be relentless. Do not accept failure. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be failure. Learn from it, move on, take a different route, and move forward and grow and evolve. Never, ever give up. Give it 100%. For me, it's 24/7. I am into this from the minute I wake up and until late at night, 7 days a week. Some can afford to do that. I have a family unit that allows me to do that. Hopefully your friends and family can support you to get as close to that as you can, because it's going to take all of you. It's going to take your finances. It's going to take all of your time and energy and effort to grow and evolve in such a saturated market that is auto detailing or many other businesses out there today. I hope this helps. If there's any section that we talked about today you want me to break into it further, I can. I also have training sessions here at the shop, which we're now moved into a new shop, and I can start bringing people in and doing training here from the business end to the actual wet sanding, paint correction, coating, PPF, the actual hands-on training as well. So stay tuned, and we'll release those dates as we have them available. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I really hope this helps. The video was a long time coming. And until the next video, I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish you the best of success. I'm behind you. You can do it.